Eight views got my last reaction that I did to Ren and the Skinner Brothers from one day ago. And that is such a low number that it makes me want to cry. But then I pick myself up and I say to myself, you know what? Hold on, stay strong, continue your path. Look beyond the troubles and the obstacles, because one day your reactions will be appreciated. Anyway, what's up guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name is Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. We have Ren and the Skinner Brothers Dream Life. Flashing lights, flashing lights, warning. Okay, 11 p.m. I have been watching the, what do we even call it? The series of music videos here, and like they're telling a story here and there. I might actually have to go back like when they're done and watch them back to back to back to get the full picture. But I have been enjoying the different like segments here and there. And actually the last one was my favorite one, Truth or Dare. I think that's the, you know, has the coolest tune so far. But there's been how many so far? Man, I've done 41 reactions to Ren. I'll have a playlist at the end so you guys can watch those. We started off with was Vincent's tale the beginning, or was that like yeah, Flowers is prologue? Was that the beginning of, or oh no, that might be, I think, you know what, I'm mistaken. I think that was just his personal project. With the Skinner Brothers, it's so the story goes Control Alt Delete, and Truth or Dare. What happened to that video? That's published. It should be there it is. Okay, so it's been 3 so far, if I am correct, and this is the 4th one. There was, I think, 10 a.m., 10:30, 3:30 p.m., and now 11 p.m. Okay, well, I am just going to watch this now. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's hope this gets more than 8 views.
She had a fucked up childhood. Acting up, she was misunderstood. Some things now they never change. Sesame put a hit on her brain. She said, I don't want to waste no time. Don't want no people around me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. She grew up fucked in many ways. Run from the sun in the blackest shade. She got a pocket full of loose change and old dreams. Used up her luck on the slot machine. She said, I don't want to waste no time. Don't want nobody around me that is fake. I wanna live in a dream life.
Back to the convenience store.
What a fucking misery. How a scout a lifestyle, shoot the breeze. She lay down on the pavement, lay on rent. And this world ain't meant for the heaven sent. She got purest intent since the day she was born.
Hardcore.
She sips out a teacup in the eye of the storm. I said, hi girl, are you right girl? She said, I'm not, but this world is not right either. I don't want to waste no time. Don't want no people around me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I wanna live in a dream life.
Oh,
I wanna live in
nice.
a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Dreams.
Okay, we're going to the club right now. All right. Man, I need to go clubbing again.
Dreams are the ungoverned provinces of the mind ill-lit territories, where the conscious self, that fragile edifice of civility and reason, is momentarily overthrown by deeper, more ancient forces. In waking life, we walk the narrow corridors of logic and social necessity. But in dreams, we are cast adrift upon a sea of symbols, private myths, stitched from memory, repression, and a latent, often discomforting, truth.
And continuing on that path of this very prominent and dreamy voice that talks to you in your subconscious, I will now hit the like. But okay, yeah. I am subscribed. I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. His sound design is so interesting. You never know what you're gonna get with Ren. And all of these songs from the series, let's call it, have been completely different in vibe. Truth or Dare was, I think it was like a reggae. It was reggae. What was that mix there? It was like reggae and a little bit of like electronic, of dubstep. I think it was something like that, or drum and bass. I think it was. This one was more like electronic dubstep. The first one was crazy. I don't even know what the first one is, and the second one, was more like hip hop. Yeah. This is really cool, and I like how he really like takes you places in your head and in your ears. When the song first started, I was like, okay, this is kind of like a basic beat. I'm getting the idea. All right. And he's like, where is he gonna go? And then at some point, he started bringing in more elements of like the synth. I remember like, and then with that, I think it was like the delay effect or something like that. It was like, but still synth. And then we went into the club, and it was just like full on kind of mind blown, acid, trippy kind of electronic music. But at the same time, it was like it wasn't the person talking was kind of melting my brain, but the tune itself was just like chill. It was like chill electronic for some reason, even though it was very fast, like BPM, right? It was like lasers and stuff going on, but I just accepted it in my head. And I think what the voice above was trying to tell us was that dreams are a way to escape reality. I think that is the best way I can summarize it. He went into it with more of a philosophical, take, and started saying how we're basically restricted to this world based on our daily living. And for you to get away, you have to seek higher consciousness. And one of those branches that goes along with a higher state of mind is dreaming. And dreaming, you can go anywhere. I mean, if you conquer dreams, then you are golden, I would say. But dream life. So it was interesting because it started off saying how, like, okay, talking about the girl in the video. Yeah, she's had a rough start, and she's got a pocket full of change and dreams, and it's not easy. It's not easy for most people to get ahead in life, to figure out what they want to do. I myself included, still, I'm going through it. I think we're all going through it. At some point, you're like, okay, what am I doing here? What's the point? Where do I go? What do I want to do? Am I happy? Am I comfortable? Etc. So it went from this meaning of like reality, of like real life, okay, and more technical, and then it began to evolve into a more philosophical take of like, okay, what is conscious, what is dreams, they went into a bar, and it's just like it opened up Pandora's box. And so dream life, I think it's like a double there, like a double meaning. One could be, you want your dream life. We all do. You have your life, but is it fulfilled? Have you reached your full potential? Are you even working to get there? And because in order to have a dream life, you have to push yourself. And so that's one take. And the other one is like dreams, like literal dreams, which is what the guy at the end, it was reminding me of like those older documentaries, National Geographic type of broadcast voice. But yeah, I like the vibe here, and I think it's been the same person filming all the videos, because at this point you kind of recognize the techniques that they use and how they like to shoot the music video. When they're walking, when there's people outside, you usually go like the lower angles, so they seem more like prominent. You have the slow motion effect. He likes to going to these places of darkness, but it has interesting lighting and a lot of panning. And with this series that he has done with the Skinner brothers, they show a lot of people. It's about, I think, your connection and your interaction with friends, with people that you encounter. It could be like the clerk at the convenience store. It could be the people at the bar. It's just like there's a lot of human elements to it, and I really enjoy that. So man, this is great. This turned out to be better than I could ever dream. No pun intended there, or maybe intended, who knows. Please go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, leave your suggestions down below, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.